Hi everyone, just getting the camera ready. So you guys can see what I'm doing. And getting my computer up and running. What you can hear in the background is the kettle boiling. I'm doing the dishes. Pop that up a little bit further so you can see the sewing side of things. There we go. Alrighty. There we are. Hi. Just waiting for you guys to hop on. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Andrea and Lynette. Hello, hello. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue on with this baby. So yesterday we did the front pocket, we did the inside pocket, we put the lining, the stabilizer on the bag fronts. We did the handles. How cool was that tool we saw yesterday? Did the zipper, and I'd used the what's the name, glue, what's it called, wash away on that, so I didn't have to heat that up. So we're ready to go. It's basically now a case of, I'm just trying to find a spot, there we are, of getting the next step going. Brando watching the boys harvest honey, nice. That sounds awesome. All right, so you're going to hear Mum coming in a minute. She's coming in today. So I'm just popping these things aside. That's lining. That's front. Handles. There is a lining. That's the bottom lining, so I'm going to keep that with that. And what we need to do is grab the front, one of the fronts, it's a front and back, and we're going to place this baby on, and we're going to put the handles on across like that, and we're going to make sure they sit in the seam. So that's first things first. So let's find the center of these. You can mark it, you can snip it, whatever you like. I'm just going to go like that, fold in half. I haven't got my eyeballs on yet, so everything's a bit blurry. I've got an order up there for you that needs to be written out. It's on that table, Mum. So that's the center of that. And to get the center of this one, rather than snip it, I'm just going to fold it, press there, gives me that little bit there, and fold that center, and place that baby right there. And of course we're going to use our clips. Already uploaded the first one onto YouTube if you need to see it again. It's there. So what we can do now, and I can't pin the top of it, but what you can do now is just turn that under like that, and like I say, you can't pin it, just turn it under. And finger press that down, try and keep it as even as you possibly can. Just a quarter of an inch, just under. Just press it with your fingers. Get our tape, might even do that, might be easier. Place it there. Place it across there, like that. that. I'm going to fold it over and place it on the other side so it helps sticks the other side down a bit too. Good morning, Kathy and Liz, Yvonne. Hello, everyone. And those who I have missed, Naomi. Good morning, everyone. You can leave that raw if you wanted to. I just found it nicer to turn it under. Lift this one off first, the one underneath, and fold it under, just like that, and stick it down. Does help. This stuff doesn't really finger press very well, so see how that just holds that down. Then grab this bit of paper, take that off, and we're going to just push that down, and we're going to do a top stitch along now. Move some of my stuff away, grab my eyeballs. So I'm going to top stitch that, and I'm going to top stitch that, but they're both going to be at around about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Now I'm just my foot down. I'm going to go back and forth. And just stitch along there, just nice and gentle. And then turn her around and do 1/8 on this side, just to catch that bottom. You don't want it to be visible, so I'm just going to go, up we go, there we go. Just along the bottom there. You don't have to worry about the sides because we're going to put the sides inside under the handles, so that's a nice easy part. So now that is on, and you'll have it like this, okay? Don't worry about these sides of the zippers or anything. You don't need to worry about that being open or closed. It doesn't matter. I put it in the center just to keep it out of the way. Now you get one side of the handle, and I place it over the top, probably about 1/4 inch or so, just like that, and pin in place, or clip in place, I should say. And then I get the other one. Make sure you got the seam facing down. Place it about 1/4 inch over, and clip that in place there. You can also add tape to this if you feel more comfortable that way. The other thing you can do too is measure from the side and go, right, I've got it to there. Make sure it's there. So just push her over a little and clip at the top. Just like that, just to hold her down on either side. You can't hold the middle because you could put a pin in this one if you wanted to. Probably worthwhile. Stop it from moving. Just got to find a pin. I use so many clips these days, I find it hard to find the pins. Just pop it there like that. Just don't pin that side. Then you do the same with this. So I've just sort of put my finger there. I know that's where it needs to be. So on this side, turn her around, make sure it's even, which it is. Untangle that little mess I've got there. Lay that down. Make sure it's even all the way around, just like that. A couple of clips, one on either side of the handle. Oops, I just missed it. There. So it's just like that. And let's grab another pin. It's a monster pin. Just pop it on this side. Now, when we sew this, YouTube doesn't count lives as hours. No, it doesn't if I do it live. But if I upload it as a video, even though it's live on Facebook, it'll count as hours. So because it wasn't live on YouTube, that makes sense. All right, so just going to move that one just across the fraction. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to sort of just go about an inch past that. So we're about an inch and a half from the top on either side. Now I would suggest that you mark an inch and a half down across here and an inch and a half down here, so they're even on either side. You can do it right to 2 inches, it doesn't matter, but whatever you do on one side you do on the other. So so I'm going to go up here, across, and then down and across, so like a big square. Okay, and I'm doing it 1/8 of an inch from the edge all the way around. I'm going to do it to both of them, and then I'm going to show you how to do the other side. Yeah, so because it's not live on YouTube, it's live on Facebook, and it's an upload on YouTube, I can it gets classed as an actual video, which is good, because that's how most of my videos have been uploaded, from the lives on Facebook. Across. And then down. And like I say, I'm doing about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. And lift up and sew that bottom bit in. And that's one side, and we'll do the same to the other. And on your standard machine, you should quite easily be able to do this with a walking foot. No dramas at all. All right, so that is one side done. Good morning, Louise and Karen. How are you guys? So that's one side done, just like that. And we're going to just wait. We're going to sew the bottom on, and then we'll do the other side. So grab your faux leather, place that over the top, just like that. And clip in place. Like I say, don't use pins or needles or whatever. And I'm just, this one's a little bit bigger than the front, doesn't matter, I can trim that off if it gets in the way. Just pin those, or clip those, so I should say, in place like that, and do yourself a good, like a 1/2 inch or good 1/4 inch seam, and we're going to sew those together. open that out, press that seam to the bottom, like fold it downwards so the seam is facing that way, and then pop it back under your machine and do a top stitch of about 1/8 of an inch. That holds that seam down nice and steady, so it doesn't, it pushes it down, stops it from being too bulky, because there is, you know, stabilizer in there as well. It also gives it a nice decorative stitch, bit of a top stitch, a bit more finished off, and that's it. That's that one. How cool is that? Already. Good morning, Jimmy. So top stitch that down. So far, so good. Haven't made any boo-boos yet. Operative word. All right, we're going to place that one on here, just like that. And we're going to clip it and do the same thing. I love how this machine goes through this stuff like a hot knife through butter. All right, so push that seam towards the pleather, just like that. Pop it back under, just keeping a hand firm on it, and top stitch that down too. Come on. You can do a double seam if you wanted to. If you want to make it a little bit more fancier, you can do a double line. I'd always be nervous that I probably wouldn't, I'm just going to put them in there, probably wouldn't get it to be even, just for the time being, till I'm ready to put them on the other side. I'm just going to clip them down the side of this, just out of my way. Listen, don't be fighting me. I just want to sew you into anything. Now I've got it like this. I'm actually going to put the zipper on. You could have done this earlier if you wanted to. This is where I put that tape on again. Back, I think. What colour thread are you using? I'm using, what would that front pocket be big enough for a bigger phone? Yeah, well, my phone's a fairly bigger phone, and I'd say it would fit in there. Yeah, and you can always swap it out for another bit of fabric rather than the pleather, and change it over if you like. So I'm going to pop some of this tape along here. And both sides of it, including the tag thing, whatever it's called. And just snap it off. I always use that tape for zippers, so easy. Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? I'm just going to finger press that down a little bit. It just helps it. I think the weight of your hand and the warmth of your hand helps it stick. think I only need it on the one side, pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Not yet. I'll need it on the other side as well. So I'm just going to prep this for now. I'm going to do my lining in a minute. Alright, so I've got it on both sides now, so it'll be ready. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Let me undo this one again. Let me undo that. I've done a mistake already. I can see it. I can see it. Probably haven't picked up on it, but I've got to put the handles in, silly woman. So let's undo this. Get it started. Alright, I always do these things live, don't I? Always make mistakes live. I was going to do that handle too, and I decided not to. Let's get it started, because I did a back stitch and I got a double seam. Just to make life interesting. Okay. Get it started. There we go. How cool is that? Done. Couldn't have done that any better. And look, my top seam's still there, so I must have missed that thing. Anyway, I digress. That zipper out of the way because I'm way too early for that. Pop that back here. Let's go that way. You gotta go this way. Alrighty, so turn it that way. It's got to come that way. And I need my ruler again, so I can measure the side and about there. So about here. And about there, which is good. Click that one on now. I always forget something. Doesn't matter what I do, I always, except unless it's free motion quilting, then I just get it right each time. But when it comes to, not right, but you know, I just wing it. But when it comes to this sort of stuff, I always end up missing something. Just pop it in there, just to hold that down. 1.5 from the top, so 1.5 gets me to about here. And same measurement across the bottom here, goes to about there. There. Should be right on the night is what they say, isn't it? Now I'll do these. I just got to measure my 1.5 down. Stitch them down too. Let's do that kneel. The colour thread, I think someone asked about the colour thread I'm using. It's like a really dark grey. I was using black yesterday, but I swapped it over to this, so this will do. I mean, you can use whatever colour you like. There we go. Problem avoided. Now let's join that back to this. I'll probably go back over that top stitch to help hold it down again. Even though it's already there, I'll see how I go. One bonus, I've already got my seam line. Get over there. Back around. Might be easy. I'm going to try and do that because I can move it out of the way. It's pretty much come out. Oh yeah, there it is. It's gone, but I've got the line there so I can just follow it, which is good ski. Alrighty. Let's turn her around that way. Alright, so we've almost got that front done. And I'm going to turn it back around the other way. What type of cotton are you using? It's a Resant. What's that say? No worries, Heather. You go through the batteries. I love the colours of the bag. One colour complements it. It does. So take this. Yeah, it does really complement. The green looks really nice with that pleather. So again, let's turn it back around the wrong way. So you've got the wrong ways facing you. And we're going to sew the sides together. I'm going to pop this one in because that is my Michelle's patchwork thing. That's the front there, so I want to pop that so it looks like that. I'll pop it down there. Could actually fold it over, stitch around up there maybe. Just I'm playing. I could actually do that. I could actually put it in there in the seam and stitch around the edge. No, I'm going to go this side. There's some on the floor, Mum, that haven't been done. Just going to pop that there. Put a clip on it just to hold her in place. All right. Now, fold that like that. Now line up your pleather. That's the main one. Line up that. Make sure that one is in line with itself. Don't worry about the seam going one way and the other. Using a walking foot, you should be right, but I'll just put a clip on either side because you cannot pin to hold that in place. Then I'm going to come in and put that in there. Hold that baby. Hold them up there. And down here. And flip her over. Line up that first. So make sure you've got that pleather lined. Don't worry about your seam as such, like as in if it's not even. Don't stress over that. I'm more worried about that pleather not lining up properly. Than anything else. Okay, so now what we're going to do is sew down either side for now, and then we'll do the lining. And we basically do the lining exactly the same. And then we're going to put our we're going to put our zipper in first. I think we better do that before I go and do something stupid. Which is zipper, face down, take the adhesive off that side. Line it up all the way across. this. This is your inside one and your base. We're going to just do those now, so put that one. Just make sure that that's the right one. Yep. So one side, that's the top. So we want to sew the bottom side. Also this bottom side together. Open that out. Turn around and put your other one on. Obviously, if you're using fabric that's right and wrong side, petite can be too, but majority of the time you can't tell. But if you are, make sure you've got right sides together, just FYI. Alright, so that pocket is up that way. Gonna sew. Why am I struggling today? Now I don't want to put this on first, do I? Yes I do. It needs to go in the seam. So why am I struggling today? Trying to think why I'm struggling. Might need to take a break. Alright, let's get that up over there. I don't need to sew it on. Yeah. No, Lee, it's a tape that I use to, it's called wash away tape. I use that to stick it on. For some reason or other, my brain is gone into fried mode, so I'm struggling to figure out what I'm doing first, what I'm doing second, and who's on third. So I know that I normally would put the lining and that together. And I'll leave an opening in the side. So I'm going to go like, oops, I'm going to go like that. I'm going to take my chances. I could stuff it up completely. I'm not even following my own instructions. You realise that, don't you? When I made it first time, had no dramas whatsoever. Anyway, let's do this. Let's just go with it. Just take note when you get to that zipper pull. You don't want to have that thing get in the way. You don't want to run over it either and wreck your machine. Actually, I can get it right up to there. We stuff it up so they don't have to do it. It's our duty, that's right. Oh, I just can't get my head around it, G. I've had some big days. I really have. And yeah, that's one. I'm going to top stitch that before I go any further. Just big days, love. Just big, big days. just going to pull that down, keep it out of the way, and I'll check it as I sew as well. There we go. Alright, so make sure those bleeding thingies are out of the way. Now, undo that other top part of the zipper, place that there, along there, along there. Ah, stuck to me. You can, the beauty of this stuff is you can lift it up and move it if you put it in the wrong spot, which is good. So I've got that down, sort of, kinda. There we go. Down. A bit of a press so it sort of helps push that in. Then take that top part of that off, like that. Grab this part. And stick that to the top of that, top of that zipper bit, just like that. Yeah, so then you've got that thing. That's right, Michelle, good deal. All right, so sew that down. Now I remember. Like I say, be careful where that little booger is. Don't want that getting under your needle or in your way. Make sure nothing else is in your way either. Then get that zipper, open her up best you can. Take those off because that's ridiculous right now. You need to top stitch that down. So I need to pull that all the way through so I can do that. It can be a bit testy to stitch down. That's why I think on the first one I actually didn't do the ends on it, because I could actually stitch it down without, you know, like it'd be right open. So I just have to fiddle with it a little bit to get it to work for me, but it'll work. So and yours will be easier because you won't have all this bulk there. Damn, I have to go clean a B&B. Okay. Oh gosh. Sorry, that will push out of the way. I've just got to fight it, that's all. Just like that. Just like that. Get down. Make sure she's all good. Everything else is out of the way. Get that handle out of the way. I can go around maybe. Soon find out. Yeah, I can. Oops, today's wrong button. Oh, hang on, I'm pressing stuff. What you can't see that's off camera is me just pulling that through. Sorry. Probably glad you can't see it because it would makes me look really awkward. Yeah, that's why I didn't use the little zipper tag, because they do make it hard for you to do a top stitch, just FYI. Just try to get that lining out of the way. Anyway, the idea is to top stitch that. Right, I got it. Had a fight, but we got there. Bit of that tape's there. You can actually just pull it out, or you can throw it in the wash if you wanted to, and it'll come out. It just washes out. I'm not worried about that at the moment, to be honest. So she is almost done. Oh, I just had a nervous breakdown then, thinking that my handle was all twisted. All right, so let's turn this back out the wrong way, because we want to now do the sides. Had to start cooking apricot. Do you have a bag? Yeah, Lee, they're $10 for the bag pattern on its own. Yep. Did you do all those ones on the floor? So then we've got to start packing them and measuring and weighing, basically. All right, so keep your handles out of the way. Zipper open. So the handles are in the center. You can open the zipper pocket and chuck them in there if you wanted to. Just keep them well out of the way. Make sure they're in the middle, somewhere out of the way. Alrighty, so let's go back, start again. Oops, just dropped me tape. Oh. Could you not sew the zipper part in before you join the bottom of the bag together so it's all in flat? Yes, you would. Yeah, no worries, Lee. I'll take that order. Yes, but I was originally not going to put the zipper tag in. That's why I sort of went and did it the way I did. And then after I put the zipper tag on, I went, oh, poo. So I'm like, I just have to fight it. So it is what it is. All right, so with your zipper tag, line it up. Line up that seam. No. No. Hey? No, I don't think so. They should have pricing on them. That there. That there. Now. And there's the front. There it is. So I want that facing that way. That way. So I'm just lining up my little doodah. Alright, that one there, one on the end. One here. And you can see sort of looks like it's lining up, then it doesn't, and then it does. It's just because it's all thick. So it's very thick. All right. Now, on your sides, make sure you leave an opening in your lining. So just pick a side, it doesn't matter. Line up those seams if you want to. I think the lining, it doesn't really matter too much if your seams aren't lined up. No one's looking in there, and if they are, they tell them to get out. All right, so I'm just going to pick a side and do that. And all I'm going to do is go down one side, stop and back, then down there, and then all the way down the other side. And I'm doing a pretty much like, almost like half an inch. Make sure you back stitch. When you come up to these thicker seams, you'll need your walking foot for this project on your sit down machine. Just go slow. Okay. And slow over the zipper area. And I'm going to leave a good probably 4 or 5 inches. And back down here. Do the same this side, but not leave an opening. I'll do it this way. So you can cut off that excess. So we've got a little bit of excess there on the side. You guys probably can't see this part. Try and get this camera working nice for me. It's been a bit of a poop lately. Now, you can see what I'm doing a bit more. Sorry about all that. Get up to here. Let's take it steady. And this one I can go all the way down. Okay, all right, we're almost there. Now, with the bottom of this, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can open this out, measure across, cut off, like stitch it and cut off, or you can cut off the corner, whatever you like to do. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way, which was open that out like that, so it's like a triangle here, and flatten that out. I'm going to put a clip either side. And I'm going to measure it out in a second. I'm just going to get that to sort of sit that way. It's bulky. And it's entirely up to you as to how far from the point. It's 2 inches is there. So if I go 1.5 inches, 2 inches will make it a wider base. So I'm just going to go probably 1.5 inches, I reckon maybe. Yeah, whatever I do on one, I've got to do on the other. Let's do 1.5 inches. So I get my thingy, pencil, or you can put a pin in it, whatever you like. That's going to be that one, and I'll do the same to the other. Just open it out. That seam, so the seam's in the middle. Measure up 1.5 inches. Wonder why it wasn't drawing then. 1.5 inches there. Then you get in here, because you've got your zipper open. Make sure your pocket, your handles are out of the way. And also make sure that pleather is flat, and push that down. That. Put your hand out of there. Your hair tie cord. Clip on either side. Measure 1.5 inches. I'm going to use a black marker. Mum used to tell my sister when she went to Mum's handbag she had crocodile that lived in the bag. 1.5 inches is about here. I'm just going to do it with black marker, just like that. And then do the same to the other side. Wait, I'm going anyway. So, hand back in. Snapping turtles. Make sure that's in the centre. Clip on either side just to hang on to it, because it is thick. And just make sure you can see what I'm doing. 1.5 inch straight across. Just gives me an eyeball where I can do it, and basically I'm just going to stitch right across there. Do a back stitch start and finish, because it will need it. Push that pleather right down. Just got my needle, my foot caught in that. And just do that to each 4 corners, just like that. Doesn't matter which way that seam is folded, whichever way. You can open it out if you want to. That one. Go on to this one. Did I just run out of bobbin? No, I'm good. And this one. Okay. Alrighty. Now we need to trim those corners off. One. Two. Three. It's not really designed for cutting this kind of stuff, but they did it. 4. Alright, before I turn it out, I'm just going to grab my iron this seam here, I'm going to fold back because this will help, trust me. Just fold that back. All right, fingers crossed. Go in there, grab that bag out. This is normally the spot where I struggle because I normally leave the hole too small. So I always look ridiculous when I try to do this. I think I did all right on this one. We'll see how hard it makes it for me. Alrighty, got it. Put your hand in there and push out those bottom seams just like that, those corners. This is also one of those bags you could pop feet on it too. So that's that one. Hit your lining and just, I know it's going to go the other way, but just push out your corners, it will help, okay? We're going to now just quickly sew that together. And because I ironed one side, that should make it a little bit easier for me. Maybe. You can hand sew, like slip stitch that down if you wanted to. Depends on the finish you're looking for, so either is perfectly acceptable. Just do 1/8 of an inch stitch just down there. Place that under there. Alrighty, let's push this baby back in here. Push the zippy doodahs up, those corners. Like I say, still can see some of that adhesive, but it will come off. No dramas at all. Push that up. Push your lining down. I got a pocket. We're good. Good to go. Did the handles like that this time instead of, because normally you do them that way. Okay, so I did them the other way, so I've got them like that. So you can do either way if you like. So you can have them so they go like that on each side, or you can have it the other way, which is what I've done. So that's probably why I also struggle, because I changed my handles up. So it looks good. I like it. So that's another one. I know. That's cool. Lucky. And I've got Michelle's matchwork on that. But there you go. All done. Another bag. So you can do that too. Easy peasy. Yeah, sure, absolutely. And obviously if you follow instructions, unlike myself, you'll probably do it better than I did. But yeah, it gets done, and it's not a hard bag to do. But like I say, you can cross the handles over, you can have them go on the one way, you can have one on either side, like looped over like I have. It's not a hard one to do. I've done it the pattern so that they're like that, but I changed it because I wanted them looped over. So thank you for joining me, and we will see you at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock sharp. See you then, guys. Bye.